All right, guys. So I'm out here with my son and grounding. I didn't paint my nails again. I just swiped it off. But I had a dream, like a slight vision before I went to sleep about I just like saw my son eating something, and it looked like it was important that I see that he was eating something and that there was some significance behind whatever he was eating. And then I asked, should I take my son to daycare? Because I had this weird feeling, and I got the response no from the cards. We're grounding, and so are the cards too. But my son, I let him ground too and take his shoes off and walk in the grass, but he started like trying to go by people over there playing with their dog and stuff, and I don't have time for people like, oh, she's not getting her kid, like get your kid, get him out the way. And people were playing frisbee earlier, and then there were some gang stalkers that kept trying to kiss and stuff right in the middle, but they saw I wasn't caring, so they left. Because I was like, yes honey, we don't want you to see that. And that's what you do when you get older. When you get you a girlfriend, you kiss. But like when like mommy and daddy or whatever. I just said that. Don't worry, Papa. I'm about to bring it to you, okay? But anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know that the reason why I was instructed to not take my son to daycare today on Friday was because of witchcraft being done to the food. And I know that sounds like woo woo and like fairy tale-ish, but that's why I was instructed. And it was the yell of no, the exclamatory no that I got, and I was having that weird feeling that I shouldn't do it. And then there was things that was happening today that was preventing me from leaving earlier like I wanted to get there so I can drop him off in time. And then that's when I realized something was going on today. So, and then before I went to sleep, I saw the vision of him eating something, and there was some significance of him eating some sort of food. And the way he was eating it, it looked like there was some sort of reaction that was happening to him. So, just I'm saying this not to like fear monger, but to like let people know to make sure you affirm or whatever you do, aka pray or whatever over your child. And the stuff that happens at the daycare, like pray over your kids. I've prayed actually over all the children, because no children deserve to be treated some certain kind of way. But because my son is going there, I used to just pray for him, but then I started realizing I should pray for all the kids that are there. Because what if their moms don't even believe in that type of stuff, and then they can have some sort of protection. So I just want to let you guys to remind. It's like a reminder. I'm pretty sure some of you guys already pray over your kids or pray about certain things throughout the day. Like that's just kind of like extra work, and I know it gets busy, but I just wanted to share that because of the fact that you never know what's going on out here. And at first I thought it was strange. I was like, why not? I could totally use a break from my son. I know that sounds bad, but he's been doing this high pitched screaming thing all week. And I was like, 3 hours could, even just 3 hours is good enough. But it said no. And I followed the instructions because the Most High knows best. So I decided to just take him to the park again and us have a good time. People don't know about that stuff happening. Plus, these are people who know Brujeria or whatever other Hispanic or Mexican traditional traditions that they do, like whatever they do. Because I meet quite a few of them out here. That's what their practice is. From another girl that told me that's what their family practiced, but they claimed that they were using the rosary and praying to Mary. But on the on the other hand, they was doing all some other shit. That's why their family was the way it was. But not to judge them or anything, just saying like sometimes the answers be right in front of our face why certain things are the way they are, like dysfunctions and stuff, but we may not know, or we may not pay attention, or we might be too distracted to pay attention. So I just thought I'd share that with you to let you know about the importance of speaking over your child. Because not saying that you can't take your kid to the daycare, just make sure you have the power in your words that you speak and proclaim and affirm over your child and over what your child does, like what they eat, what they consume when they're there. And I remember I had said a prayer, like an affirmation for if my son did consume anything that was there that they had done any type of craft over, even for the other kids, because some people do that to children because they're innocent and they don't know what they don't have any knowledge of anybody. They're innocent. They trust, they're too trusting. Like for instance, my son, he kept trying to run to almost everybody at this park, and I was trying to teach him, you don't do that. Everybody's not safe just because they're there. I mean, because the daycare kind of makes that happen. And I had to even let a lady know, his speech pathologist, that just because she heard good things about the daycare doesn't mean that people ain't gonna sneak and do something wrong, or sneak and do something that they shouldn't be doing. So that nipped that in the bud right there. So I just was reminding you guys as well, like as a polite reminder, not trying to tell you what to do. I just like, I feel like somebody else might need to know that. Um, just to like, even if your kid goes to public school, like your kid is old enough, because these people, they getting desperate out here now, no telling what they doing at the daycare. I mean, not the daycare, at the public schools, like the lunch ladies and stuff. You don't know who be working up in that mug. Kids being cursed from people that's jealous of children. It is a thing for adults to be jealous of children. They want to curse a child because they want to take their destiny from them. And I know about this type of stuff because I dated an African dude from Ghana, and I actually dated like 3 Africans, but 2 of them were like traditional tribal Africans. One was a prince from a king who the king sent his son to America when there was some sort of war going on to protect his child, and he had the tribal markings all over his body. I seen it myself, but just because somebody a king, y'all, sometimes people, they seem powerful. They seem like they have a certain type of attitude because they ain't packing like that. I'm just gonna say that because they always want to act like it's I'll just say melanated chocolate men that always be packing, but that's not always so. So that was that was kind of the issue with that dude. He had like an attitude, I think, because of, little man complex. Let's just put it that way. But anyways, pardon me for putting that in here. But I just wanted to share that with you guys though, to let you know that it's a real thing, because of the tribal people let me know about how they had some sort of sickness when they were younger, and their parents or parent took them to some spiritualist to take to cure whatever the disease that they had. But there's something that happened, like I think they also stole part, like the corrupt ones, they cured the destiny, they cured not the cure the destiny, they cured the sickness or the disease, but it's like they took something from that child's destiny at the same time. And because I met one, he's struggling to this day because I don't think he knows what the root cause. They might have put a root on him, who knows? But he said he himself even said he feels like that spiritualist did something to him, where they took his destiny, and there's the markings are still in the same place where the knife markings, and at the back of his head a barber did something to him that was a spiritualist, a barber, a witch dude, or a warlock, I meant to say. And that section of his hair at the whole back part is missing. It never grew. It looked like there's absolutely no hair there. And it's something that he said, I forgot what he had to tell it, Mr. McDarko. He the one who told me about that. He's from West Africa, and he let me know about them doing those traditional stuff, and about how, when you see certain people, an old lady, if you disrespectful to her, if you don't be respectful to her, something happens to you or something like that. Like they have all these different, it's almost like the stuff I was watching on the Black Cauldron channel when they said the rules about the Appalachian Mountains, about you, if you think you heard somebody call your name, you didn't. If you think you saw something, you didn't. If you see something staring at you, don't stare at it back. Go home and be inside before the street lights come on, or something like that. And not because your mama gonna beat your ass, but because of what's out there in the forest of the Appalachian Mountains. But so it's stuff like that. Like people forget about those spiritual laws, and like there's people out here in this world that have knowledge of spiritual laws, and they abuse them, and they even do it to children. So just keep that in mind, life of the stuff that's going on. And I'm gonna get off here now so my son can have the phone back.